I think first we need to, well, I need to put kind of a disclaimer of within that question, what is Son Jarocho? You can't really cover the essence of that in, like 5 minutes or X amount of time. I'm still learning what Son Jarocho is, and I'm on my 4th year of coming to El Centro.
Came to us in a moment where there was an intention to spread the music and to teach it again through a kind of like a setting, like a workshop, like in this space right here.
My name is Yuri Velasco, and I play the segunda, jarana segunda.
My name is Ana Siria Ursula. I have here la guitarra de son, guitarra grande. This is like a bass instrument, also known as the leona. This is a pandero, like a hand drum.
My name is Carmen Lopez, acento on the O. And this is Ito, and it's called a mosquito. It's the 2nd smallest jarana in Son Jarocho. The smaller one is called the chaquiste, and mosquito is named after mosquito, and the chords make a higher pitch sound than the terceras or the larger instruments. Kind of buzzes.
My name is Michelle Reyes. This is a quijada. It is a donkey jawbone. Sometimes a horse jawbone is used.
My name is Terry Sedak, and I play the, well, it's kind of entre segunda and tercera. Like rhythmically, like the jarana in the fandango is, well, everything is pretty important, but it's rhythmic, like this hand is rhythm and this hand is melody. But I would say like this hand is more important than this, because even if you just play this, you don't participate a lot.
Hi, my name is Carmen Cortez, and this is the tercera. Also similar to what Derek mentioned, it also kind of holds the bass within the jaranas and complements the other ones, and the other ones complement this one as well. And so I have more.
What you're seeing here is the central focal point of the reunion between all of us, and within the fandango or in the community gatherings. This forms the central location where everybody gathers around. But this one is also a percussive instrument, and it maintains like a certain beat, but it also maintains everybody collectively together, right? It's kind of like the pattern amongst the chaos.
A lot of the sones are held down by the women on the tarima, and they're the ones that dance. And it is often said that without bailadoras, without people dancing, and without the tarima, there would be no fandango. Because this music originates from El Campo, the countryside of Mexico, and is really rooted in values where people are tied to the land. The fandango is one of the celebrations where people come together with food, with whether it's celebrating like a local saint, a patron saint of the town, whether it's for accompanying someone who just passed away, or a baptism. The fandango is the community celebration. Still happens today, and it's still something where rural communities in the countryside, and now through all of Mexico, and as you can see, California versus the United States. But it is something that still happens in the towns, and it's a form of maintaining people's traditional forms of living.
It's a mix of like African culture, European, the Spanish, and then indigenous too. The blend of many cultures.
was at a protest and I heard Son del Centro or Jaraneros from Santana playing, and I was like, oh. And then I started teaching and I really needed therapy, and I was like, well, I'm gonna see if I can learn how to play this music, and this became my therapy, and I haven't left since.
Son Jarocho has brought me these amazing women into my life, and that, I mean, I have found really deep friendships out of Son Jarocho.
You can't put Son Jarocho like on a stage, but that's not where it's from. That's been a really significant part of maintaining that connection with Veracruz, where it came. The same like convivencia that it is, like you know, being together, sharing things. Maybe you are spending several hours playing music, but maybe you share a meal, or you travel there, you learn about where they live and different things. So I think it's a great way of like maintaining community here. I think that's one of the key things.
I first was exposed to Son Jarocho through a presentation at Cal State Fullerton, and I was just taken over with joy and love and these feelings inside. I had a certain immediate connection, and this connection came through like the versos. Some of the versos talk about being homesick, you know, and being a 0.5 generations like mujer. I had grown up knowing, okay, I'm from Mexico, but I came here when I was 5 years old, and there's a saying like ni de aquí ni de allá. That's definitely how I felt. Once I felt that connection, I just fell in love.
Where we live, we're all devalued, and to a certain extent, playing and experiencing this music, we're also regaining that value system. And as we experience Son Jarocho, we recollect those memories, we recollect a little bit about that value system that isn't reinforced here in the United States, for example.
The fandango being present in Santana is very significant in that it reflects the community that's here. We come together and convivimos, we interact with each other through Son Jarocho. We have a really strong tie with the homeland of this music, and it's become a part of us. To have a fandango here in Santana is also a form of resistance, as it is also in the campo. A lot of the sones have versos, or like words within the poetry of the songs that reveal a lot of resistance towards oppressive systems.
And I learned a lot from Ana. She was one of my first teachers, and Roxana and Laura Cambron, like, they were my first teachers. So I know a lot of people tell me like, oh, you dance really nice, but I have a little bit of them. Like, I have a little bit of Ana in me dancing, you know? Or I have a little bit of Roxana, or Marta Vega, or Nora from Los Cojolites, or Carmen, you know? Like I've learned from all of these great people that I've met. 2 years ago, I got to go to Veracruz for the seminario, and I took the zapateo workshop with Marta Vega. I remember wearing shorts, and she was like, oh no, go put on a skirt, and I was like, okay, fine, no? And because of her, I learned how to feel sexier on the tarima. before I would just dance, whatever, or I would wear jeans, whatever. I didn't really care about the skirt. But because of her, she was like, stand up straight and, move the skirt around. And I was like, oh, I felt really nice.
It's music that's celebrated communally, much like people have lived communally, much like people have, there has been an interdependence in the community. It's like a manifestation of a value system where people needed each other, where people recognize that we need each other.